Good morning. Let me just make sure everything is working on my end. Let me see, it is 9:31, so we're pretty much right on time. Just give me one quick second. Okay. Looks to be good. So, good morning. We have officially started the Spring into Simple Decluttering Challenge. So I'm so excited. Today is day one. This challenge is my favorite thing we do all year. I just love it. I love that we get to do it together. I love that we connect and all work on the same decluttering projects at the same time, and I just think it's so much fun. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to get started. I've seen in the group that people are already getting started and people are excited, so which is awesome. I love it. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the new members. We have lots of new people joining us for the challenge, so welcome. We are super happy to have you here. Feel free to introduce yourself in the group. Let us know what you're working on, those kinds of things. The more we can connect and engage and encourage each other, the more fun it is. So keep going with that for sure. So before we get to today's decluttering task, I wanted to quickly just talk about some housekeeping things and help you get the most out of the challenge. There's some things you can do to get the most out of it, so I wanted to quickly touch on those. So first, if you didn't get today's email, it was sent out early this morning, and it's set up to send by time zone, so it should come to you early in your morning wherever you are. But if you didn't get today's email, the first thing to do is to search your inbox for the phrase Spring into Simple. I make sure to put that phrase in the subject of every email that I send for the challenge. So search Spring into Simple and see if day one's email pops up that way. If that doesn't work, check your junk or your spam folder. Unfortunately, sometimes the emails end up in there. So if you still can't find it, if you've searched and you've checked your spam, let me know. Just send me an email. My email address is melissa@simplelionheartlife.com, or just leave a comment on this video or in the group or whatever, and I'll check it. And just let me know you haven't got the email. Let me know what email address you used to sign up with, and I will look into it and make sure that you get the emails. I'll make sure that they come to you, and I can resend ones if they have gotten missed somehow. So that's the first thing, is to make sure that you've gotten today's email. A few other things that can help you just get the most out of the challenge. These are more kind of preparation steps that can help. So the first is to know your why, or why you're decluttering. And knowing your why is really the best way to stay motivated. It keeps you kind of focused, keeps your eye on the prize, makes you remember why you're doing the work and why you want the changes in your home and your life. So think about what your why is. What do you want to achieve? What do you want more of? Do you want more time for your family? Do you want more time for a hobby? What do you want less of? Do you want less stress, less cleaning, less housework, less busyness, less feeling like you can never keep up? Think about those things, what you want more of, what you want less of, what you want to achieve. That becomes your why and is a great way to keep you motivated and encouraged throughout the challenge. The next thing to do is decide when you're going to declutter. Decluttering is something that is super easy to put off, procrastinate about, kind of avoid. So one way to combat that is to schedule some decluttering time. Decide when you're going to declutter, schedule it into your day. Maybe you want to do the same time every day throughout the challenge. Maybe you want to do different times, but you're going to put it in your schedule and make sure it happens. Basically, you just want to hold yourself accountable. Pick a time and hold yourself accountable to make that happen. And remember, in this challenge, the goal is to work for 15 to 30 minutes a day on each task. Some tasks you might finish in less time. Some tasks, 15 or 30 minutes might pass and you might not be done. That's okay. Do what you can in the time you have. It's better to do some decluttering and get rid of some of the clutter. Even if you can't finish it totally, then wait until you can completely declutter everything, which may or may not ever happen. So remember, little steps add up. It's better to do some than none at all. So just do what you can in those 15 to 30 minutes. The next thing you want to set up is a holding zone, or somewhere to gather the stuff you're getting rid of, especially donations. because you're going to be decluttering every day, you'll likely be kind of gathering up quite a few things that you want to get rid of, but you may not want to go to your donation center every day. So just set up a holding zone somewhere where you can collect those things, and then decide when you're going to drop them off. Maybe you'll do one run to the donation center this weekend and one run at the end of the challenge. Whatever it is, just find a place to gather your stuff so that you can collect it all and make donating it really easy. I will say, you want it to be somewhere convenient, your holding zone, somewhere that's easy to add to, but not kind of front and center in your house, simply because it's easy for you or other people in your family to see the stuff you've made the decision to get rid of, see that stuff and think, oh, I haven't seen that for 5 years, but I can't get rid of it. I love it. You know, when you start second guessing your decluttering decisions, other people might second guess your decluttering decisions, and it kind of undoes all of your work. So maybe, you know, in a closet somewhere, in the basement, in the garage, somewhere not super visible so that you can avoid that happening. The next thing you need to decide about is if you want to donate items or sell them. There's pros and cons to each. It just depends on what will work best for you. Donating is quick and easy. You get the stuff out of your house quickly and easily. It's simply a matter of dropping it off. Selling requires you to take pictures of things, post them, communicate with buyers, set up meets. Sometimes people don't show up. It can be a little frustrating, but you have a chance to make a little bit of money from the stuff you're getting rid of. So you have to decide what's more important to you. Is doing it quickly and easily more important, or is making a little bit of money from the stuff you're getting rid of important? There's no right or wrong answer. You just have to decide which works best for you and do that. The next thing you can do is gather your supplies. Luckily, you don't need much to declutter. You might need a box for donations or a bag, maybe a garbage bag for garbage you come across, and a positive attitude, and you're ready to go. So those are things you can do to get kind of prepared. Another thing you can do is save my email address. And remember, I put Spring into Simple in the subject line of every email, so that makes it easy to find. So if you save my email address or add me to your primary tab in Gmail, if you're on Gmail, it helps you avoid my emails going to spam and make sure that you get them all. So if you can't find one, search Spring into Simple first. If you still can't find it, let me know and I will look into it and make sure they get to you. And then I want to encourage you all to share your progress in the group. I've seen a few posts up already this morning, which is awesome. So share in the group, show us what you're working on. It's so encouraging for you and for other people. It's great when you can, celebrate what you're working on and share the progress you're making. And it's also really motivating and encouraging for other people to see that progress you're making. So share in the group, keep posting. If you're not comfortable sharing pictures, that's okay. You can just let us know what you're working on. You can share it in, I put up a post with today's decluttering task. You can share it in a comment there, or you can start your own post, whatever works for you. Just keep sharing. You can also tag me on Instagram. I'm at Simple Lionheart Life there. And you can use the hashtag Spring into Simple also to help me see it, and then I would be happy to cheer you on there as well. And then you can also join me every morning. Every morning of the challenge, I'm going to be doing a quick little Facebook Live like this, just to talk about the task for the day, share some tips, encourage you, cheer you on, those kinds of things. So every morning at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time is when I'll be going live. If you can join me live, that's awesome. If you can't, I'll save the videos to the group, and I'm also going to post them on YouTube. In the email, I link to my YouTube channel where you can find those. It makes it a little easier to find them because they quickly kind of go down the page in the group and are kind of tricky to find sometimes. So either pinned to the top of the group or on YouTube, you can find all of the videos. So that's kind of the housekeeping things and things you can do to get the most out of the challenge. Beyond that, I just want to remind you that this challenge is meant to be fun. It's meant to be, it's not meant to be stressful or scary or anything like that. It's meant to be just a way to start decluttering, make some progress, have fun together. You'll notice I talk a lot about progress, not perfection. Again, clearing some clutter is better than waiting until you can do it all, which may or may not ever happen. So these 15 to 30 minute chunks of time, they add up, and you're gonna see a big difference. If you commit to doing this for the 2 weeks, you're gonna see a big difference at the end. And just know that, you know, little steps add up. Progress is progress, even if it's baby steps. So just don't get discouraged, just keep doing a little bit every day and it will add up. So with all of that said, if you have any questions about the challenge, let me know. You can post them in the group or send me a message, send me an email, whatever works for you. And I'm happy to help. But now let's go on to today's decluttering task. So today's the first day of the challenge, and we're gonna start in my favorite way to start decluttering. And we are gonna do a whole house clutter sweep. So basically, this is just a really low pressure way to ease in and start decluttering. It gives you kind of a win right off the bat. It shows you that you can declutter. It's not as scary or as hard as you might think it's gonna be, and you can make progress. So to do today's challenge, all you need to do is grab a bag or a box or a laundry basket and quickly walk through each room of your home looking for easy clutter to get rid of, like the surface clutter, the stuff you have no attachment to, the stuff, you know, it could be garbage, it could be stuff that you realize, I don't even care about that thing, I don't like it, I don't need it, it's just filling space. Whatever it is, you're looking for the first layer of clutter, that surface clutter, just the easy stuff. I encourage you to also kind of look at your decor items. Often we have decor items just filling space, even though you don't particularly love them, they hold no meaning for you, they're just there. Just really decide, do I need that or could I get rid of it? And then again, also look for garbage, anything broken, anything that just needs to go in the trash. Simple, easy stuff, just the easiest stuff to get rid of. And if that feels hard, sometimes going through every room feels overwhelming, just look for 10 things. Just look for 10 things to get rid of. It could be, you know, a receipt here, a package here, an old newspaper there, whatever it is, just look for 10 things to get rid of. I'm just gonna read this comment. So Carly said, you hit the nail on the head. I've been organizing, not decluttering, because really how many fitted sheet sets do you actually need, right? I think that happens to so many of us, is we get stuck organizing instead of decluttering, thinking like, how can I make all this stuff fit in a space, rather than thinking, how much of this stuff do I actually need? So yeah, so today's task, we're just looking for the easy stuff. If you can see like that you have too many fitted sheet sets, get rid of a couple. Grab the one you hate the most, the one that never fits on the bed properly, and get rid of it. That's a great thing to get rid of. So I really encourage you today to work quickly. Don't dwell on anything. If it's gonna take too much time or like more decision-making power than you feel like you have right now, skip it. Just go for the stuff that feels really easy, that you can work quickly on and feels easy to let go of. And it might surprise you actually how quickly and easily you can find a bunch of stuff to get rid of. I know we all think like, well, I don't have too much of that stuff, but once you start looking through every room and looking for stuff to get rid of, it's often shocking how easy it is to fill up a box or a bag or a laundry basket with some stuff. So work quickly, make easy decisions, just do a sweep looking for the surface clutter today. And the point of today's task is that it builds confidence. It shows you can declutter, you can do this, you can start in this easy way and make these decisions and make progress. It builds your momentum, it gets you started, it gets you over the hurdle of starting. And you know, instead of thinking like, ooh, I have to declutter, this is gonna be a lot, I don't know if I have time, I don't know if I have energy. This lets you dive in and get started and builds up your momentum to keep going. And it also builds up your motivation to keep going, because again, it shows you, I can do this, I can make a difference, I can find stuff to get rid of. And I often like to say that we have like decluttering muscles. So decluttering is something that gets easier the more you do it. So the more you work out those decluttering muscles, the stronger they get and the easier decluttering becomes. So today's task is like a warm-up. It just warms up those decluttering muscles, gets you in the mind frame of letting go, of starting to declutter, that kind of thing. So I really encourage you, just give it a try. See what you can find. And if you surprise yourself, or even if you don't, but if you surprise yourself and find a whole bunch of stuff, I'd love it if you post it on the group because it's so encouraging. I saw Karen's post this morning. She had a laundry basket full of stuff already. So if that, if you can do that, take a quick picture of what you find and share it in the group. And then, of course, we're not done until we're all the way done. So once you have that laundry basket or box full of stuff, make sure you throw out or recycle the garbage right away. Don't wait, do it right now. Add anything that you're donating to your holding zone. This is where your holding zone comes in handy. Put it in there so it's ready to go the next time you go to the donation center. If you're selling anything that you find today, maybe try to list it today. Try to post it wherever you like to sell things today. Give yourself a deadline. If it doesn't sell by, Wednesday or Thursday, decide you'll donate it, or you'll lower the price one time and then you'll donate it. So make sure you finish all the way and get all of that stuff completely out of your house or into your holding zone, ready to go to the donation center when it's time. So that's it for today's task. It's pretty easy. We're just gonna zoom through the house looking for easy surface clutter to get rid of. So like I said, keep sharing your progress in the group. It's so encouraging and it inspires other people to do this as well. So keep sharing. I saw Debbie posted in the group this morning talking about the key for this task is to work fast. Don't, mull over decisions too much. Don't get hung up on them. Just make quick, easy decisions. And that's exactly right. Today's task is about quick decisions. Don't dwell on them. Don't think about it too hard. If you don't think you use it, if you think it's clutter, out it goes. So keep sharing. And keep sharing what you're learning too, which is so helpful. I think that's awesome. So thank you for doing that so far. And I will be back again tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, to talk about day 2's task. In the meantime, if you didn't get today's email, or if you have any questions or any problems, just send me a message or leave a comment below this video, and I'll be checking the group lots during the challenge, so I will see it and I will help you and get back to you. So happy decluttering today. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Keep me posted. I can't wait to see it. So take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.